Woo-hoo-hoo! Guess what time it is? It's slapper time. Let's slap a number on it.
This, I believe, is episode number 344.
You believe?
I believe.
Could be a mistake. I don't know. This kind of feels 348-ish. Have somebody been in a coma? Anyway, welcome. We are delighted to have you along, rocking and rolling with us on this Slapper Day. We are, how many of us are here? Drummer. Oh, 5. Okay. Yeah, we're delighted to have you along. We are, just in case you haven't checked, Blaggards.com. This week coming up, we are at Under the Volcano, which is inside the Loop in Houston, Texas, y'all. Halfway to Paddy's Day. We're going to have the Irish dancers. We're going to do, they got great grub there, great staff. So that's going to be Under the Volcano this coming Wednesday, tomorrow, Slapper Day tomorrow. And then we're up in a little place called Fort Dallas. It's a place called Gillespie's. We became acquainted with those chaps when we were up at the Sherman Celtic Festival. And they heard us making noise and ran down with some food and some information on their bar. We immediately hit it off. And I've been in. The food is as good as we all knew it was. I mean, just incredible. So, and then I think Frank's taken off. He's got to go see his parole officer or his girlfriend, parole friend. And and I've just got back from California. So it's nice to be home. This is tell you something, little bit different in the weather.
You look like you got a little sun.
Yeah. I was in Santa Cruz, went swimming and hiking, and went to Lake Tahoe, and just had a great time. So my younger brother Andrew, he and I had about 4 days together, 5 days together, and just it's absolutely gorgeous out there. Gorgeous out there. Clear skies, no humidity, 50s in the morning, 80s in the day. Oh, spectacular.
Nice.
Spectacular. And got some great leads on some places to play out there. And a friend of ours, soon to be a friend of yours, his name is Tobin. He's going to be on the show here too. He's a guitar builder in Santa Cruz. And I have some incredible coffee leads for us when we get back up in that Tahoe area. So be warned. What have you two been up to?
Well, Tuesday I was at Rice University talking with John Marsh, who is, I forget what his title is, but he works at the Smalley Curl Institute, which used to be my dad's lab. They're preparing for this big 40th year anniversary of the discovery of Buckminster fullerene, which was the big discovery that my dad was involved in back in 1985, which resulted in him getting the Nobel Prize, along with Bob Curl and Harry Croto in 1996. So they asked me to come and sit for an interview, which I did on Tuesday, and it was a lot of fun. We sat and chatted for about an hour or so. Yeah, it was good. So that's happening next month at some point. But that was a really fun, walk down memory lane for me, getting to talk about all these stories about my dad. Same building where he used to have his office, in his laboratory.
Fantastic. And was any of this on tape, or was this just?
Yeah, they put me on camera. There's a guy there who's putting together a little documentary piece, which I guess they're going to show at the gala event. I hope it'll be online. I'm assuming it will be. But it was really cool. There's a young kid named Jorge who had a really keen academic interest in the science as well, and he was asking me questions as well as John about my dad and the science and just everything that I remember. Fortunately, they didn't ask me too many questions about the science, because I don't know much about that at all. But just what I remembered about.
I agree.
Yeah. What I remember about what, around the time the dad made the discovery, and what it was like going to Stockholm with him and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, it was really cool. To
receive the Nobel Prize. Yes, very, very wonderful. I wish my name was Jorge. What a great name.
My home studio is almost done. So this week I was there almost every day, but it's full soundproofed. Drum room's almost done. I think it was over 100 episodes ago where I talked about how I was trying to get this done, and it took that long to get it approved. And I can't believe it's finally here. They're telling me about 2 weeks left, so I'm thinking maybe with the punch list and button everything up, about 3 weeks, we should be good. But man, I mean, it's nice, and I can't wait to have you guys over to see. So the flooring should be in next week, but everything's looking pretty good. Like I said, it's full soundproofed, full everything. You guys are gonna love the little control room, and it's really cool. So
That's exciting. That's
I
exciting.
know.
That's, I mean, yeah, that's just, that's how rock and roll is supposed to be. You're supposed to have you know, a, uh, something so close that you can go and get your, because you have the worst job of all in that you've got the biggest and the most gear to cart around, and also, when you play smaller venues, it's up to the drummer whether the show sounds good or not. You know, your drummer's got to be able to play as good quiet as he does loud, big. So yeah, we're lucky, and that's going to be an incredible tool for you to be able to get in there and the chop shop or whatever it's wherever it is, get in there. And
It's always been a place or a thing where I have to set up, rehearse, and then tear down, and then I'm setting up and tearing down, and so I'm like, oh my gosh, I get to set up. I mean, I've used my other business facilities before and things like that, and I've kept it up for a while, but this is like, oh man, I could do it. And then also too, I can do it any hour of the day. So, nobody's going to hear it. And so I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm like, this is going to be incredible.
that's the thing about rock and roll, man. It hits at all times. It doesn't wait.
Are you at the point now where you can like test the decibel meters outside the building to see?
I probably could. The doors aren't on there yet because everything's double doored, so it wouldn't be a true test. But when you go in there now and like go in the middle room and get in there, you feel like you're in a cave. I mean, it's not lit up yet, but I do have 12-foot ceilings in it, so it's it doesn't. I didn't want it to feel like a closet. I wanted it to feel big, and so once they get the acoustic panels hanging in there, that'll help with that. But I mean, like I said, it's built for it, so it's pretty awesome. I feel spoiled.
Are you going to give it a name when it's done?
I probably should. I'll probably ask Patty.
Yeah, I said chop shop a minute ago, but it needs to be something. It needs to be like it needs to be Red Room, or it needs to be. I'll need some time on that because. But yeah, what's the first order of business? Obviously, leaving a kit set up, and because the joy of moving a kit from A to B and setting it up and retuning it for the room, blah 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 blah. So what's your first order of business? What's first on the turbo list?
Oh, it's getting the drum set up. I don't care about anything else. And so it's just getting that in there. I got to make sure all the panels and everything are up on the walls, and then off we go. And then I'll mic it up next and, start getting that stuff ready to go. But yeah, the other day we were in there kind of running all the cables and everything before they did the final closing of the walls and, where we wanted it to go. But this time what I did was I allowed it to be able to move so the room can move, so I can face the drums in different directions. I have the ability to change. So that way, if you ever have a time, you get stagnant, I can change the scenery and move it. And so that was kind of intentional that way. So
love that.
I'm excited. I was like, I can't wait. So.
And speaking of episode, we the last few times we've been speaking about Ireland and how we're so close. We're so close. Now it's next month, and I mean, it felt like years ago we were talking about this trip, and now here we are on an over sold out trip, and we're finalizing the live shows, the live performances that we're going to have over there. And speaking to Dennis this morning, very, very excited about our group. We're now going to start posting about next year's, which I guess we're going to wait till probably the end of September and then start posting next year's, which will not be in October. It will be in April. So hopefully we'll have something else big for you in October to be announced very, very soon. For people that came to see us last weekend out in Salado at Barrow Brewing, the weekend before that, we were doing, which we need to speak about right now, presently, but we had attempted a live recording both Friday at College Station, Saturday in Kingwood. Both just, profoundly incredible nights. Just so much energy, so much life, so much passion. The difficult thing about a live record is I should say for me, the most difficult thing is to keep entertaining while trying to concentrate and make it the best playing, vocal performance that you can possibly give. And it felt like I was just so many times where I was just, forgetting that and just bypassing all the technical stuff that I had thought about, So Chad, have you had a chance to listen to any of those tapes?
Yeah, they came out pretty good. It's good stuff. I mean, we record almost every show. I mean, whenever we have our sound gear, we're recording. So it was just kind of funny to be in a different mindset, even though we always press record before we play. And this was basically the same thing. The only thing we did differently is we set up both shows. We set up one microphone specifically pointed at the audience so we could get some additional crowd noise to use in mixing. Yeah, no, this stuff sounds really good. I think we're gonna get something really good out of this that people will dig.
Yeah, as far as the Friday night went, focusing on the last statement I had made was we're so close to the energy in. I know you will back me up on this. The energy at O'Bannon's Tap House, College Station, Texas, USA. The energy level is always top. It's always maxed out. It's never, well, we can kind of take it easy on this shit. They do not accept. I mean, the war hymn. Oh my God. I mean, the war hymn was just, it was funny watching all the bar staff to our left recording the crowd during just tremendous. But back to the original point, the proximity from stage to audience is zero. There's just no breathing room. One of the things that I'd overlooked in attempting to record there, because the end of my microphone stand is by the rail where the people stand, and it was, just nobody knocked it. Again, great audience participation with phenomenal self-control. There's got to be ninja training at A&M. There's got to be something, because I don't know how they did that. But it throws you off thinking that there's going to be a mic stand knocked over, or there's going to be there's no breathing room, and you're nose to nose essentially with the punters, and it's quite a difficult. It's a tightrope, it's the Aggie tightrope. You gotta stay up, but you gotta watch that balance. What was y'all's experience that night?
I was actually kind of waiting for you, Chad, to see what we picked up in the audience mic, like before or after, or in between. Like, could you imagine if somebody's like asking somebody out for the first time and you catch it on that mic, like something wild. Like, I was like, oh man, this would be awesome. But anyway, that's just a side thing, that's what I think of. But I have that ledge kind of next to me, off kind of catty cornered off me where I'm playing there. And I've had a few times where people are setting drinks right there when it's a little overcrowded. And so they're kind of filling in over there. And so I'm always like, oh no, because I always have the power strips right there, like, don't drop anything. But I never worry about it. I'm like, turn it up, let's go.
Well, welcome back. We had to take a little break. Boys wanted to go to sleep. Big day today. Welcome to the SlapperCast. This has been a tremendous day. We're out in a place called Salado at a brewery called Barrow Brewing. Wonderful area. Great stage, great area, great food, great staff. Treated us like kings. We saw a lot of friends we haven't seen in a long time. A lot of people from Austin, a lot of people from Sherwood, people from, of course, Texas A&M. Up and down, in and out, all around the country, always running into our Aggie friends. Made a ton of new friends tonight. Boys played their asses off. That's why they're all asleep. And I blame the weed. But anyway, we shall be returning to Barrow Brewing. What a tremendous night. Yeah, we'll get back to you on more stuff. We are talking about Ireland 2026, April, if you know what I mean. Definitely got some signups tonight. So here we go. Let me know if you have any topics that you need covered. I know my good friend Greg calling. He keeps calling me and trying to rearrange the set list, and we'll see how he does on that. He's always throwing in new songs. Most of them are actually pretty good. Surprising for him, since he listens to Shire and Megadeth. So anyway, we hope that you enjoy this episode. I know we enjoyed making it. We enjoyed sitting around yapping, and looking forward to seeing you at a show. So I'll leave it to the lads now to tell you how they felt about it when they wake up.
We are Blaggards in the dark. We just left a really fucking cool brewery.
Blaggards in the dark.
In Salado. How do you say it? Salado?
Salado?
Salado, potato, tomato.
Okay. What do you think, guys?
I think it was great.
Yeah, it was a really fun evening. Fun vibe, great people. I'd go back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that was... I've been saying this a lot lately. That was above and beyond my expectations. And what I should have known, this small town's really close to Austin and therefore Sherwood. So a lot of our Sherwoodian people were here. And I have a feeling next time we're here, we'll have even more of them. So yeah, if you haven't been here, you've got to come up here. One of the biggest brewery beer gardens I've ever seen. There was at least five food trucks, right? There was coffee, there was pizza, there was other stuff, there was candy.
Everything under the sun almost.
And this huge city park. I mean, this is one of the things that makes the place so popular. I think it's literally right next to this massive city park. I mean, talk about kid friendly. This is like the uber kid friendly. It's just lots of room for them to run around. Pet friendly too. There were dogs running around. You guys got to come check out Barrow Brewing in Salado, Texas.
Man, I look good in the dark.
Yeah, and also when we're talking about the show here in Salado, there was a pizza place that voluntarily gave us pizza to...
Voluntarily gave it to us, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have to...
Happy
seal
Pizza
it.
Company is their name.
Yes.
So shout out to you guys and thank you very much.
Yes.
That pizza was great.
It was.
And we should also give a shout out to Nate.
Yes, Nate at the bar.
Yeah, Nate at the bar who gave us endless amounts of water.
Yeah, brother hooked us up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. You can't see us anyway. All right.
Bye.
We do appreciate you listening, watching, tuning in, doing whatever you do here on SlapperCast. We're delighted to have you. Our weekly talk show, our weekly rock and roll show. There's going to be a lot of rock and roll between now and the end of the year. So strap on, strap in, let's go. I hope you're all doing well. We look forward to seeing you here very, very soon on SlapperCast. Cheers.